All right, we're back from our break. Everyone has had the spells cast on them and everything like that, so it's time to continue on.
If people want to make mention, if they all wrote down the spell, the temporary healing potion suggested. I've mentioned it in chat. So it applies to Yeldan, Ockar, Higgimus, and Braxon.
Okay, I'll do
Hang
that.
on, I thought you were keeping them all.
No, that's why they got the initials at the bottom. That's why Yeldan's only lasts a day, whereas Higgimus, Ockar, and Braxon's last 7.
Right. Okay.
All right. So you got those, and you get going again. So are you still planning to pick up more beetles along the way?
Yeah, I guess. Like, considering they want the beetles, so.
You don't have to if you don't want to.
No, I don't mind, because I might want a favor in the future, so I'm doing this as like a return favor.
Hey, remember those times that I got you all those 2 beetles back on Radol? Yeah, so
Yeah,
this
I know,
time
right?
I get the super powerful Vorpal sword from the treasure hoard, right?
No, I just give that to the fighters because the fighters are the ones standing in the front line.
No, he wants like the thing that gives him more magic to be able to do.
I like fun stuff. That's like the Hat of Disguise. It's completely Lafdul's thing. It's fun.
And I repositioned you guys in the under the tarp. I assume you're doing the same thing again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
probably.
Yes. Yeah. Can we try to cool down the water and not make a block of ice or boil it before we
Depends
fill up
on
our
how
water
much-
canteens?
I mean, you can make a single giant. I mean, like it creates more water than you fill up your
Yeah.
all your canteens with. There's always leftover water when you cast create water with the
Yeah.
you guys do. So you can create a giant ice cube block in it, and then fill up
Yeah.
from the other water.
Yep. That's what I'm thinking.
All right. So
In hopes our water stays cool as long as possible.
unfortunately, traveling does tend to.
Do we get a camel?
Yeah, you got a camel.
Oh, sorry.
It does tend to eliminate the water that's in that barrel pretty quickly. The wrecked barrel with just the. Well, actually, no, you can't do that because then you take the tarp out and use that to shade you. That's right. I forgot about that.
Right.
So no, you won't have extra water going with you.
We've just got what we've got.
Would we not have when we hang the tarp up? Would we not have a little puddle of cold water in the middle of it on top?
It evaporates extremely fast.
Yeah, and plus we're constantly moving at slightly different paces. This is going to be juggling all over the place.
I'm
And
just kidding.
Sliding all over.
The wind also is blowing and flapping it and stuff like that.
Yep.
So again, you are traveling a bit slower because of that, but you're hoping that it does help. And the day passes fairly uneventfully. You do see more of those beetles. And this time, Yeldan, you spot one that's at least the size of your fist.
Yep. They're getting bigger.
I wonder what they're feeding off to get bigger.
I point to the sun.
That's an interesting theory. Can I grab one and go off to the side with a stone with continual darkness to see if they just shrink or die?
So you want to take one into a field of continual darkness.
Yeah, because Yeldan says they're getting bigger with the sun.
Right.
That's his guess, because that's the only thing that doesn't have excess of, so...
I'm going to stand out like a sore thumb, so we might get into combat, so be prepared for combat, so to speak.
Okay, you go off to the side and pull out one of your objects of continual darkness, and you try to switch to infravision in there, and it's really tough to actually make anything out. The ground is very hot, and the beetle that you're holding almost glows.
But is the glow diminishing fast?
Not that
Well,
you
it
can
wouldn't
tell,
matter. Yeah.
but at the same time, if you take a plant into darkness, does it immediately shrivel up?
No.
So
Yeah, well, there's no way to test this theory, not without a long time. Alright, just cast Continual Darkness on the beetle. It wouldn't last very long, it's not permanent.
You
on a
could
creature.
just follow us in the sphere of darkness while
No,
juggling
it would stand up
juggling
as a
beetles.
bomb. It doesn't matter. Alright, I'm gonna toss the beetle aside unless we're collecting it. Anyone want a large beetle? I'm putting the stone back in the bag.
all right. Well, you've collected you've already collected a few smaller ones, enough for what everyone else wanted. So this would
Yeah,
be
I'm not keeping
extra.
them in their. Yeah, they're keeping them in their containers. I'm not
Yeah.
marking them on my sheet.
Yeah. So anyone who wanted some, make sure go ahead and add that to your inventory.
Some of what?
The beetles.
How heavy are they?
Lever and Higgimus, they're weightless more or less.
Tiny beetles that fit in vials. I don't think
Yeah.
Braxon would be interested.
Yeah, no,
Well,
thank
maybe
you.
Some hold
Never
on.
wanted them.
Some people specifically had said that they wanted some.
Yeah.
So if they did,
well,
they can write it down. Anyone
yeah.
else, you don't have to say anything if you're not taking them.
Well, I was going
Okay.
to say that if we got one that was big enough to turn into a shield or something, Braxon might be interested in that.
Well, you haven't
No,
seen
that
any of
won't
that
happen.
big.
Not one's the size of a thumbnail.
No, the ones that you've seen a couple now that are fist sized.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
something that you've seen.
If we come into a lot of these, actually, can I do a test of theory? Can I go out to the side again with my Continual Darkness? I'm going to put down the beetle. I want to see if it runs out the sphere of darkness.
Okay.
Because this might be a defense against them if we get swarmed by them.
Yes, it does.
Alright, I mentioned that to the rest of the party. If we get swarmed by them, we'll take out Continual Darkness and they won't bother us. But it means we'll be blind slightly.
Okay. Yeah.
It's
That's
just a
like-
thought, it's a plan.
No. Yeah. If it stops us getting eaten, might be worth doing.
I mean, because unless we've got, ability to take out multiples at a time, we're going to get overwhelmed. Like, back when we had all those spiders. Fell on someone's face.
Okay.
So, would you put the Continued Darkness near us or cast it on?
No, I would just draw a Continual Darkness down, and then they would all fly out the sphere.
Right. Okay.
Unless, of course, their hunger for juicy elven and human and Giff flesh
Yeah,
overrides
but
that.
they'll be as blind as... Well, we'll be less blind than them.
Braxon turns to Yeldan and says, "These things are getting bigger. If we get bigger ones, do you think they'd be useful for turning into a shield, or for Ockar to turn them into a suit of armor or something?"
If you want to stand out in the middle of a freaking crowd, sure.
Hey, it's great for a disguise. What are you on about? No, I was saying they got good properties. I'd imagine these little one I had was really hard to pierce with a needle until I froze it, and then the shell became brittle.
Right.
So they're vulnerable to cold.
Right.
I imagine a lot of things around here are vulnerable to cold.
Yeah, I don't really have much magic that does that. Love them right now. Alright, I guess we carry on.
I do believe she has Snorlax Snowball Swarm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But I have to memorize it to use it.
Well, yeah, I'm making small talk saying that how they're vulnerable
Might
to
be
cold.
worth memorizing instead of magic missile.
All right,
It's
so
second
you
level, isn't
continue
it?
on.
I'm quite capable of choosing my own spells. Thank you very much.
You continue
how-
on, and it is definitely hotter.
Well, Well, that's a given.
Higgimus, Braxon, Ockar, and Yeldan, those spells that Lafdul cast on you earlier, that's been helping you a lot. You are beginning to think that they may be hitting the limit of their effectiveness.
Right.
Okay.
So the spells ran out?
No, they've not run out.
It's just...
If you didn't have those spells, you'd be suffering a lot more.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But also, if it
interrupted
gets
me, so I
much
couldn't
hotter,
hear it
you're
all.
not sure how effective they'll be.
How many more days are we off? Like a day or two?
You don't know how far off.
Oh.
How shiny are those beetles?
Pretty shiny.
You really like shiny beetles, don't you?
No, I'm just wondering if we took the shells from larger ones and attached them to our clothing, would it reflect the sun away from us?
I don't know if I could explain what infravision is to a human.
That you see body heats?
Yeah, but I would say they're glowing like an inferno. I wouldn't say it reflects heat. I'd say it absorbs it.
Well, I mean, it's something that you could try if you wanted to next time you can.
You get a big one.
Yeah.
So what are you naming the beetles?
I don't know, the Beatles.
Well, you gotta give them a name like you were giving those lizards earlier. I'm thinking fire beetles.
They're not fire beetles.
Fire beetles are a known thing.
Yeah, fire beetles
Yeah,
beetles are a known thing.
They're an actual thing.
If you can't
Them
think
rock
of better names for things, you could call them things like radole beetles, unless you find two of them. Like a radole lizard and a radole beetle, you know.
I didn't give it a name. I just called it. It's a lizard of some sort.
I called
And
it a
these are-
stone.
Beetles of some sort.
Well, I called them
Okay.
a brown beetle.
I was mostly joking.
All right, so the early part of the day of your travel goes about as it has in the past. Lafdul and Leva, your auras of comfort expire at about the time that you'd expect them to, and the heat just hits you like a sledgehammer. I need both of you to make Constitution checks.
Whack!
Bit like Higgimus, you know?
It's like, you know, it feels comfortable. I mean, they're really sweaty, but I'm pretty good, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh my god, kind of thing.
Well, I can't cast them again. I need them for resting, so.
Yeah.
What am I rolling?
No,
no,
it's just
it's
me and
Lava.
Lever.
Yeah, Lafdul and Leva.
Is higher better or worse? Lower?
Lower is better. You want
Lower.
to get under your score.
Oh, good.
Okay. You were expecting it, so you know, you're going okay. But that heat. It is tremendous. Except for the time you died, both of you. You've never felt heat quite like that before. Like that.
Some people won't let that go.
Lafdul's getting his cold dagger out and just cooling himself off. While be keeping it close-ish to his skin, but not so much that it hurts.
Okay.
Hey, Lafdul, can I come closer to you?
Sure.
She wants to share her body heat with you, warm you up even more.
That's the wrong idea.
No, it's because I'm holding the cold dagger, basically.
Yes.
Seems to help a little bit, but you're not sure how much it'll help. But you continue on, and I'm going to need another Constitution check from Lafdul and Leva.
There's not much we can do about it, so.
Oops.
Oh wait,
Clap.
did you
No,
roll
it's
a
okay.
20?
That's really bad.
I
Yeah,
really
well-
did roll a 20. Oh,
just
God.
faint.
Lafdul, why do you need to let me closer? I
I just-
collapse.
Yeah, probably on a 20, you probably collapse.
3 points of exposure damage, and give me Yes.
If she's literally dying, so to speak, I'm going to cast Aura of Comfort on her.
You could do
it
alternate.
takes time.
Reality.
Even,
I
even
know.
with a
I'm
hold
basically-
on. Even with a critical failure, it's not an immediate because it's never immediate.
Yeah.
It's always just bad things. Besides, to a certain extent, there's no critical failure, critical success with most ability score checks.
You were going to add something?
Yeah. Did you get the 3 points of damage?
Yep.
All right. Yeah, I'm checking something right now. I need to see the.
Does she
effects.
take con damage or?
She just feels bad. You can't imagine how bad she feels.
I thought I wrote this down somewhere. Okay, there it is. So, Leva, yeah, you're not doing well. But the exposure damage is all you take for now.
Okay. Put Leva in the wagon.
She's not going to be covered up if she's in the wagon.
She does stumble and fall to her knees, but is able to get back up.
Oh, I'm okay. I'm okay.
The wagon has a cover on it, doesn't it? So
the wagon does have a cover.
We'll put you in the wagon for now.
Put her in the wagon.
Are you going to go in the wagon?
Okay, yes.
Okay.
you don't have to
He'll
walk
be
anymore.
more comfortable in there, probably.
Or poached.
Okay. So Leva lays down in the wagon, and that does seem to help. And you guys continue on. And the endure heats expire for everyone else, essentially as you expect them to. So I am going to need a Constitution check from everyone, including Leva. Leva, you get a +2 bonus or a -2 to the roll.
Okay.
Is it? What if it's on the score?
On is good enough.
All right,
need
yeah,
on or
fine
below.
still. Unless you're adding penalties to each roll.
Big. Okay.
Level's
Okay,
just
it's -2.
Leva,
Nice.
re-roll with the -2.
Does the
No,
amulet
it was-
help me with this?
Hold on, Leva. Yeah,
Plus, it was plus.
but it's
You said
have a
minus.
14.
a bonus in this means it's better.
Oh, it
and
was a
better
bonus,
means
sorry.
minus. Yeah.
Okay.
You
It's still
rolled a
14.
now.
It's still too high.
Yeah, just re-roll anyway.
He'll let you re-roll it, so do it again.
Just take the reroll. Just take the reroll where you can get it.
Well, you say that, Yeldan. Sometimes re-rolling isn't the answer.
You know, I should have stuck with the other one.
You should have.
Surely I wouldn't.
Higgimus, you had a
Because she's
question?
in the wagon.
She feels
That's-
really bad. Ah, God, I feel so bad. People, I feel so bad.
Higgimus, you had a question?
Fails.
Does the amulet help me with this at all?
What amulet?
Amulet of protection?
Oh no, not against
No, that's
ability checks generally. So Leva, you take another 3 points of exposure damage.
at some point I'm going to check on her. I would if I know she's resting in the wagon. It's one of those things I would check at some point.
Okay, well it is about time to camp. Did anyone else fail their Constitution check?
No,
Okay.
I was on
We
the
all,
smart.
the rest of us passed.
Okay.
I barely passed.
Hey, passing is good enough. So, Leva, you are you're definitely suffering from heat exhaustion.
Heat stroke.
Not heat stroke.
Not yet.
Heat exhaustion.
Okay.
I would suggest to Yeldan to give her a push because then yours is going to expire.
All right. Sure.
So, Leva, do you think you can intentionally make a pit like before?
No, I can't. Sorry.
Well, great.
I could try some non-consequential spell and see whether I make another one by accident, but no, not deliberate.
That's a 1% chance on top of a 5% chance.
Yeah.
Well, you can make it with your reckless dreamer using some kind of spell.
No.
No, she hasn't got
aim
a
for
big spells.
You can't aim for a specific wild surge.
She can wish for it. She had a wish spell.
You have to know the wish spell.
Well, I guess
Reckless
we're...
Dreamer
I know. I was just saying.
I do have dust to water and I have earth to mud, but neither one of them will be any good here.
Well,
Well,
I guess
dust
we're
to
gonna
water
have to...
might be.
You could turn the
At
earth
level
to mud and
16.
we could dig it out.
Well, I guess we're gonna have to try to make something work. Do you guys want to dig a hole, or do you guys want to just set up a shelter without it?
I'm going to use my credit campsite, so whatever we do, we're going to have that as helping us. But I want Never to roll that hit points, because Yeldan's given her potion. Because it's going to expire anyway, so...
Oh, thank you. What was that?
2d4 plus 2.
Ah, thank you. I feel much better now.
Although you're still suffering from heat exhaustion.
Yeah, I mean, I will be casting auras of comfort on me and Leva as we sleep anyway.
Okay.
Braxon's... Sorry.
Well, go ahead. What were you going to say?
Braxon says to Yeldan, I'm wondering if we could kill some of those beetles and make a wall out of their shells to see if it bounces the sunlight off of us. We can shelter behind it.
Like a fire reflector.
Yeah.
It's the first 2,000 that are the worst, right?
They're not big enough. They're far too small to even try.
How many?
I thought they were fist size now.
That doesn't make them big enough.
How many fists in a 20-feet wall?
Exactly.
Yeah, they're talking about a few hundred. When they get to like small shields, buckler sized, maybe. I'm not saying your idea is bad. It's just at the moment I don't think it's good enough.
Well,
but I'm just voicing the opinion. I'm not telling you or anything.
Yeah, I'm just thinking we could maybe do an experiment with some of the smaller ones that would be easier to kill.
I mean, if you want to experiment, yeah. I mean, I can grab a few beetles for Braxon if I can.
Well, I don't have the skill of gutting these things, so.
Oh no, I'll pass.
Oh, did we find out if we could eat them?
No, you have not tried to eat them. I did forget to tell you that the lizards tasted like chicken.
The lizards tasted like chicken. Great.
More lizard, please.
Yeah, that's refreshing, I suppose, for the meat eaters, but for elves, it's kind of.
So is that? Did that take care of a ration?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That would have been. An extra ration, essentially.
Okay.
I need to add a ration back then.
Yeah, I'm back at 17.
All right, what was that, Higgimus?
Once we do set out for the camp, I will give us the 2-hour reprieve of the wall of ice.
Okay.
Dome of ice.
Mm-hmm. All right. Anything else that anyone wants to do to prepare for the camp? The rest?
Other than obviously having crate campsite and obviously got crate feed and water for the walls.
Someone needs some water, apparently.
You okay?
Yeah. I'm fine.
Lafdul gives the Yeldan some water.
Is there anything like rocks around that we could use to make a wall to hide behind to shelter from the sun?
We have that tarp.
Mm-hmm. We got the tarp. That's about it.
As the like a shelter.
Yeah, I mean, there's not enough rocks to like build an actual wall.
All right.
Well, they're literally just digging.
If we ever get anywhere where there's humps or bumps near when it's time to camp, Braxon would suggest camping behind them. I mean, is it totally flat terrain?
It's pretty flat, yeah.
So, like, the weather hasn't been changing the shape of the ground much.
No, if anything, the weather is keeping it flat.
Ah, No, that's interesting. Okay, I don't think Braxton's got any other ideas before we go to sleep and have our...
Do we have any of these beetles around us?
Oh, right. I need to use lay on hands. Who's injured?
Lava.
Is, but I mean, yeah, you see them. You see the beetles occasionally scurrying around.
I will use my lay on hands on Leva to bring her up to full.
Thank you very much. I need 4 points.
So and I'm giving you 14, so you're more than
good. So, I mean, what
do
you want to know about the beetles, Leva?
I just realized I'm still carrying around Yeldan's insect repellent. I want to know whether it works on those beetles.
Okay, you want to put some on and try to go meet them? All right. I mean, insect repellent is generally towards flying, biting insects, and you have not seen any of those. Like, Yeldan, you have not seen any flying insects at all. So you're not sure how that would work on beetles, because it's not really designed for that.
I'm gonna try and outer self. Are we near any landmarks?
Nothing other than...
What's our next one? What are we looking for? What are we traveling towards?
Hold on a second.
Because basically I want to use outer self to fly up to see if I can see anything.
Basically, you're looking for, according to the map, a spit of land going out into the quote-unquote sea.
Alright, so I look for a body of water, I guess.
Well, no, you're next to the quote-unquote sea. It's semi-liquid metal.
Oh.
You've been traveling along that this whole time.
So we're looking for a peninsula sort of thing?
Essentially, yeah.
Right.
And the peninsula, according to the map, it seems that it's formed by like a mountainous ridge or something like that.
Can I borrow someone's spyglass, and while I do that, I'm going to outer self fly up, see what, get a better eye. Sure.
Okay.
See what I can see. Yeah.
Okay. You alter self and fly up in the air. And using the spyglass, first of all, give me a Constitution check.
Oh no, you are evil. 1d20. I completely forgot I had heat exhaustion. Oh, thank God for that.
Okay.
Just fly up, fall down.
Because you're essentially taking even, like you're just...
Yeah, I completely forgot about it, so...
And you're also spreading big wings to capture even more heat.
I can cool myself off with wings after.
It's pretty bad. You're sweating quite a bit. Definitely get sweat on the eyepiece and stuff like that. But you do see a spit of land in the distance. You think it's kind of wavery from the heat, so it could be just a mirage what you're seeing, but you think it might be.
I look around to see if there's anything that stands out as well.
Give me an intelligence check.
And
then followed by a wisdom check.
Both passes.
Okay, you see, scanning around, something glints in the distance in the sky. It's definitely above the surface, and it's something flashes. It's much too far away to tell.
Is it moving?
Too far away, even with the spyglass to see it. When you try to focus on it with the spyglass, it's just more bright glinting that kind of hurts your eye to...
It's also going to act like, if it's looking in my direction, I'm going to stand up like a sore thumb because I'm making this massive, great big glinting back at it from the focus effect from the lens, isn't it?
Not necessarily. It depends on the angle of the light and everything like that.
Well, yeah, all right. I go back down, so I mentioned to the party that we're going to encounter something that's flying.
Well, not necessarily going to encounter it.
I saw something. encountered something up in the sky. It was glinting.
I mean, it was pretty far away.
Yeah.
So what was it? Flying object or a floating object?
It was just something glinting in the sky. I couldn't see 'cause it's too far away, and plus I'm exhausted. So I might be seeing things.
You don't have heat exhaustion yet. Leva does.
No, I'm just making a mention. I'm not entirely certain on what I saw. I might have seen it, I might not have, but I suspect I see what I see.
Okay.
And
What was that? Someone was asking something.
Yeah, I started saying, and then I got overtalked, so it wasn't my turn.
Go ahead.
Do you want to finish? Oh, okay. I wonder if it was someone trying to land a spelljamming ship.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I mean, just because it's against the rules of the people on the ribbon doesn't mean no one tries it.
Yeah.
What's Sten doing?
Possibly.
Standing. As he always does. Watching.
Does he keep away from the metal, or?
He's keeping the same amount of distance from you guys in the cart as he always seems to.
And from the metal?
The
sea?
metal? You mean the lake?
He's not.
The sea?
He's made of stone.
From
not
the
metal.
sea, yes, from the lake.
I mean, you guys were like told me early on that you were keeping a fair distance.
Yeah,
It's like
because
at least 100 feet.
Because there's heat coming off the lake as well as from the sky.
Yeah.
The reasoning behind that.
Mm-hmm.
Less heat. That way.
You know, if we could have made a hole nearer the lake and filled it up with that metal, we could have used your dagger of coldness to freeze the metal.
What, and risk losing my dagger?
And your hand.
Thermal shock.
Alright, so Higgimus puts up another ice dome or wall of ice, or maybe a semicircle, whichever, doesn't really matter that much, to give you some additional relief. However, I am going to need everyone to give me a saving throw versus poison, Lafdul and Leva as well, but you both get a +2 bonus on that.
I still write them as -2, though.
No, in this case it's a plus.
Yeah, because you want higher.
Oh.
Yeah, you want to get above.
I want to give above.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right.
I don't know. The other
Saving
things you want to
throw
give below.
versus poison.
Yep, saving throw
Poison's
versus
the
poison.
top one. Oh, I got +3 actually. I got 16.
Oh, well, I guess I failed then.
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
you critically
I
failed.
barely passed.
Passing is all that's important.
Because I equal.
Higgimus, did you roll? I'm not sure if I saw.
Oh, sorry. Thought I did, but I guess I didn't.
I don't know, I might have missed it. A lot of people were rolling. Alright.
I fail.
Do you?
Do?
No, that's exceed. Yeah, it's a
You want
versus
high.
Get
poison.
above.
Oh, above. Sorry, I passed.
Alright. So, Yeldan and Braxon, you are both not sleeping well. You really struggle to get enough sleep, and
I don't heal a hit point. Yay.
Yep, no
I'm
hit
only
points
down
healed
2
for
hit points anyways.
either of you,
Braxon's on max hit points, so is there
Do
any
you
effect?
lose your cotton?
and both of you do lose 2 points of Constitution.
Oof.
2 points of Constitution.
Yep.
Oh, that would be an effect, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I have no HP just, so I'm fine.
Unless it gets
I'm down
lower.
from 14 to 12.
And let's see.
Braxon does, yeah.
Yeah, hang on.
In addition to the Aura of Comfort, are you going to do anything else to help Leva?
I don't know
And
what I can. I can. I mean, yeah, I can give her like cooled down, so to speak, flannels of water. You know, wet flannels to try and cool down her general body heat.
Okay, you want to do that? Basically, have whoever's on watch continue.
Yeah,
to soak
basically, yeah.
cloth and like kind of place it on their forehead.
Yeah.
Okay.
Trying to be quiet as they can, not to disturb its sleep.
Okay. We will see if that that helps.
I mean, I can lend her my dagger and just place it nearby, and she can use it whenever she wants.
Yeah, you gotta hold on to it to have the effect.
And be awake.
Higgimus, you also lose a point of Constitution.
Oh, I lose a point?
Yep.
Oh, even if I pass?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It's during the watch, probably.
And with that, you guys wake up and get going again. Same usual spells.
Did me and Lever get our spells back?
Yeah, you slept well enough, so you can rememorize your spells.
Oh.
Having the idea of Aura of Comfort is pretty good. So you're still doing Endure Cold, 4 Endure, and then 2 Auras?
Yeah.
Endure Heat.
I've got 1 spare Aura of Comfort.
Okay. Endure Heat works on
1,
Higgimus.
2, 3, 4. Oh no, I've also been having 1 spare Endure Heat, but I've not realised.
No, everything's
Actually,
ruined forever.
No.
Obviously, you've been casting it on the camel.
No. Couldn't give a flying monkey about the camel.
Ooh, wow.
Flying monkey? That's
harsh.
That's our next
know,
character. After someone dies.
Not caring about the camel.
Yeah, Lever can make more.
Yeah, but don't forget that if the camel dies, then someone has to pull the cart.
It's not Lafdul.
Flying.
So, Leva, who are you casting Strength on?
Braxon.
All right,
Oh.
Braxon, instead of feeling stronger, your feet and boots enlarge substantially.
He's got magical boots, though.
Yeah, well, it includes his boots.
Yeah.
Braxon, what's happening to your feet?
Because of the large and cumbersome size and shape of your feet, you are only able to kind of flop around at half movement speed.
We move at Higgimus's movement speed anyway, so that's half.
Yep.
I'm creating 1 more temporary healing potion, and I'm handing this one over to Yeldan.
Oh, hang on, because Braxton's got those boots, magical boots of jumping about.
This overrides.
It overrides that,
Overrides,
right?
yeah.
Okay.
The deep pockets in the mount work just fine, though.
So Braxton can't hop like a kangaroo then.
I mean, you can. You're still moving at half movement speed, so.
All right. It was worth a try.
For once, Ockar is like, "Whew, I'm glad I wasn't the target of the spell."
Okay, I'm back.
Oh, well. Apparently, he missed all that.
Yeah.
So, you guys are gonna get going? Anything else you want to do before moving out?
No, well, having had that awesome spell that Ockar missed, Braxton will head off.
Okay.
Have we been able to tell if that tarp that we're holding on to has helped at all?
It seems to help a bit. Exactly how much, you're not really sure, but it definitely does feel a little bit better when you, compared to when you have to step out from under it. I'm kind of like, arbitrarily giving minor benefits kind of thing, so.
Gotcha.
Braxton says, let's keep an eye out for some bigger beetles today.
Yeah,
And,
because since you have bigger feet, you're more confident about smashing them.
That wasn't the end of the sentence I was thinking.
I know, but it's a much better end of the sentence. Go on, I'm sorry.
Let's see if we can find some bigger ones that might work as a shield for reflecting the sun off of us.
Okay. Well, you can keep an eye out for that. After about 30 minutes of travel, with most of you walking normally and Braxon flopping with his enormous clown feet, his feet return to normal size.
Oh, great. How long did that take?
About 30 minutes.
30 minutes. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You travel for about 4 hours.
Were there any benefits for this?
No.
Was the
No.
so Braxon wasn't more stable?
No. You would have suffered a +4 modifier to initiative, penalty to initiative.
You wouldn't have got dex bonus, maybe?
He still would have had it. It didn't say anything about a dex bonus, so it just would have been a penalty to initiative and half movement. After about 4 hours of travel, you're definitely at the limit of what the endure heat can do, and if it gets much hotter, then I mean it's still effective. It's still reducing the harm, but it's still going to get pretty bad. However, Lafdul, you hear a sound from above you.
I look above.
You see a tarp.
I go outside the tarp and look above.
Okay. You do. You look around, and give me a wisdom check. Okay.
17.
Just on the edge of the sunlight, so basically whatever it is, it's towards the sun. You do see a bright flash, and then the sun is too bright to see anything.
Was that based on where I previously had seen it?
Definitely not.
I informed the party that we might have an encounter continuing on the direction that we're coming on, or at least something's gonna be there. I say something's there up ahead in the air. It's at the sun, so you can't see it anymore.
Well, hang on, the sun's to our right.
Oh,
Is
it's
it ahead or to the right?
It's to the right
Anyways,
because it's towards the sun. So it might come around behind us if it's circling around.
Right. So we
Someone
can't.
try and keep an eye out ahead of the sun, and I'll try and look behind the sun if I can. Can I go on the wagon and I'll keep an eye on the sun?
Two of you have got spy glasses, haven't you?
Yeah.
So
I'm not looking at a spyglass directly at the sun.
This is
No,
all
you
an
can't do
excuse to get into the wagon, huh?
Yeah, maybe, but it's Lafdul's making the most of the situation. So basically, I'm going to keep an eye on if it goes past the sun, if it's looking like it's going to come from behind us.
Okay.
Someone needs to keep an eye ahead of the sun.
Well,
which is
4 of us are quite busy with poles.
you're just looking slightly.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the...
All right, I asked Leva because she's the only one that's not holding a pole.
Yep. I go ahead.
All right, so Leva, you're going to go out in front of everyone with the tarp, and
Just like this? No, that's too far.
That's only 10 feet.
Oh.
The squares
Okay.
are 5 feet square.
All right.
All right, so
And I also tell people to try and be as quiet as you can, and try and pay attention to listen because I heard something. I know you might not be able to hear it with all the noise we're making, but try to.
yeah, especially with the wagon cart. So Lafdul and Leva, you're keeping an eye on towards the sun and the sky and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Before-
I'm going off.
Before Lafdul goes off, after he said that, Braxon could say, "Do you want to call a halt for a minute or two and listen?"
Sure, we can stop for a minute. I'll just keep an eye in that general direction. I'm expecting it to go past the sun.
Okay. Are you guys stopping?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just for a couple of minutes so he can listen.
I asked to borrow someone's spyglass. I assume I can borrow someone's. And Lever can borrow the other one and look in the other direction.
Okay. So you hold for a few moments, scanning the skies, and you're just about to, pass it off as nothing or get going again when you do see an object in the sky, Lafdul. It's glimmering and bright.
I call that alarm and I point in the direction.
Okay, it's about 50 feet up above the surface and flying towards you. It's hard to make out exactly what it is because it is coming from the direction of the sun.
Yeah, I say get ready for combat. Something's coming at us.
Let's plant the tarp or put it down.
And get ranged weapons out.
Yeah.
Try and move the camel wagon out of our combat.
You mean move it away so that
if we fight, we don't fight around
can swoop down and take it up and fly away with it?
No,
awfully inconvenient.
I have an idea. Why don't we put the tarp in front of the wagon and the camel?
Yeah, the camel can hide behind the tarp.
Okay.
And then step out of it.
Can we take a combat formation or something somewhere?
All right. Are you?
Is this the right direction, or is it to the right?
Yes, it's coming in that direction.
Yeah, I'm guessing.
So I'm going to be on the behind lines.
Do you want to preemptively loose any arrows at whatever is coming towards you, or?
I'm not preemptively doing it. I'm having them knocked and ready to shoot.
I don't think Braxton's got that. Don't think Braxton's got that good a range, but
yeah, Yeldan's the only one that can shoot that far.
I mean, it's.
I've got like
clearly about 50 feet above the surface. It's farther than that away from you right now. It's kind of hard to say because it is coming from the sun. It is casting a shadow towards you, but it's a little bit hard to tell what that is. And I'm getting some background noise. Is that something that someone could do something about? Close the door or something like that?
I think Ockar muted himself. I don't know if it was him.
Close the door.
I don't know who it is. I'm not.
I wasn't accusing you. I was just saying. I just noticed Ockar suddenly mute, so I wondered if it was him.
No, I was muted for thinking about something, so it wasn't me.
All right.
Braxton's going to take out his wheel-lock pistol because it's got a better range than his short bow.
I'm gonna get out my crossbow.
Yeah, it's G-Man. That's gonna.
Is that something you can do something about?
I'm not even sure if he's still here.
Is he here?
Say that he stepped away.
That would explain why he's not mentioned anything about shooting with his bow. Because he's got expertise with the bow, and I know he can shoot really far. That was the benefit of it. That perk or something.
All right, well...
I think he had to step away and forgot to mute himself.
I didn't say that he was stepping away. All right, well, anyway.
It's... Higgimus, where are you moving?
Yeah, what are you planning to do, Higgimus?
I'm going to pull up my gun, just in case.
Okay.
Make sure... What?
Sorry. No, carry on.
No,
you're not going to stand in front of the casters and protect us.
Which way is this thing again?
In front of us.
It's from that way.
Okay.
Yeah, it's actually coming from your right. That's where the direction of the sun is.
Yeah.
Okay.
From our right, so...
Yeah, the direction that everyone has positioned
This is where it's coming from.
I'm going to still have my sword out, or my gun out, but I'm going to call upon the power of my sword.
Okay. Go ahead and you can go ahead and roll for that.
Woo!
All right, well that'll save the day.
Can we? I would say, with the auras of comfort, could I actually get my armor
on? You don't think you have enough time?
Yeah.
Whatever it is, it's going to be on you in within a moment.
All right, never mind. I'm just going to have my bow ready, not arrows.
Okay. With a great sound of wind and flapping, something zooms by right over your head.
Does it zoom by
You
within
can do anything?
Flapping.
range?
There's a flap.
Yeah.
There's a sound of flapping. It's pretty
something-
big,
Shoot it.
and it's
If
bright.
we can shoot it, we're going to shoot it.
You are
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
okay.
Does it look aggressive? Does it look like it's gonna attack
It's flying
us?
towards us.
I mean, it's flying overhead right the second.
Is
Okay.
it less than 40 foot above us?
I plan to shoot it.
Yeah, I'm planning on shooting it.
Okay.
Old.
Yeah.
Is it less than 40 foot above us?
Yeah.
Right.
Well, no, it's about 50 feet above.
So do you want us to roll attack roll?
Braxon says, I think it's out of my range.
It's not.
No,
What's your range?
easily not.
I've got 15, 30, 40 written down
Yeah,
on the
that's
sheet.
that's tens of yards.
Okay, can I shoot it? I've got 6,
Oh.
12, 18.
So you're
Okay.
saying feet and it's yards?
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
That's the reason why I don't use my crossbow that often.
Oh, sorry, I rolled attack roll, initiative.
Oh, we're doing initiative.
Well,
yes.
No, we're
Yes,
Oh.
we're
Sorry.
doing initiative because if that's what you're gonna do,
Have I got my thing up? Yeah, I have.
I'm shooting at a dragon.
Speed. What the hell's speed? I'm not sure. 7.
I don't know.
Jesus.
speed on my weapon. That's 7.
We'll learn how to do this at some point.
yeah, I mean we've only
Okay.
been doing this almost 2 years now.
It's gotta be 3 years soon.
Oh, Yeldan's
Or
yeah.
eventually.
Yeldan,
Yeah,
you here?
yeah,
Alright.
yeah. I rolled
Ye-
initiative.
Okay.
No,
Anyone?
You gonna move your character, by the way?
Mm-hmm.
I suppose.
Do you
I
know
should
what's been
also-
happening, or
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention there.
James, where are you?
basically something was flying at us, so we're
What?
trying to shoot it down.
What is it?
You keep on beeping.
Oh, sorry. That was something that I had to take care of, but it's done now.
All right. So Leva, you are. What are you doing
I'm
first?
slowing it.
Okay, you're gonna try to cast slow on it, whatever it
Yep.
is. Okay.
Right, for those that weren't paying attention.
And alrighty.
Hold search.
Flying creature coming in this direction.
Yeah.
You don't notice any difference in its movement speed.
Oh.
Lafdul.
He's gonna try and shoot it.
Okay.
Whatever it is. 13, I believe.
That go 13.
Just double checking. I'm reasonably certain it's 13. Yeah, 13.
Okay.
Regular arrows.
You loose an arrow in its direction, hoping to intercept its path of travel, but it does seem to be moving a bit faster than you expected, and you do miss. Ockar.
Got more than AC2.
I'm going to shoot a crossbow bolt at it.
Okay.
That goes 14.
That is also a miss.
How far away is it?
It's within short range because it's just flying over, but it's flying pretty fast, so
I assume these arrows are lost because you're shooting them really far out.
maybe. I mean, it'll depend on how much you want to search for him.
well,
So, Braxon, your turn.
Bang.
that's going to get us attention.
That's probably a miss. Theko is 16 with the wheel-up pistol.
Yep, that is whatever. I mean, you can't actually follow the shot with your eye very well anyway, but you don't notice any effect, so you assume that it was a miss. Yeldan.
Bam. Nope.
That is also a miss. All right. Higgimus, your turn.
All right. Let's see if I hit it.
Come on, natural 20.
You're at a -5, aren't you, for a range?
Oh, well, I'll hit it anyway.
It doesn't matter with that roll.
Hey,
All right.
man.
It sweeps out and makes a tight turn and is coming back towards you. Yeldan and Lafdul, give me intelligence checks.
Oh, this better not be for whether or not it's going to brief Alice if it's dragon.
Ooh, I failed that.
Okay,
13.
Lafdul, it's moving pretty quickly, but given the way it's turning, it appears to be long, maybe snake-like, sinuous in form, with very large wings. And it's still very, very shiny. Like, its whole body is glinting, reflecting sunlight back at you.
Do I know anything of dragons?
It's not a dragon.
I know that, but I'm just saying.
How do you know it's not a dragon?
I mean, it's pretty
The way
long.
he described it.
Yeah.
It could be.
I just relay what I know and what I think to the rest of the party.
Okay, everyone can roll initiative.
Second bow attack.
I'd say
Oh, yeah,
spread
second
out
bow
a
attack.
little bit. Spread
Second
out.
bow attacks from...
Me and Yeldan.
Yep. Now, at this point, it is at the end of its turn, so it's definitely at long range at that point. So both of those are misses. So everyone can roll initiative.
Oh, I don't need to.
Doesn't I have a longer bow, so my range category is slightly different.
My roll should have been 15, so I put 15 in.
You can just go ahead and modify yourself.
Yeah, I'm doing that. Just letting people know so it don't look like I'm
How
cheating.
far away is it? Is it making a pass back at us? Would
yeah,
I know
it's
if I can
sweeping.
use-
It's definitely turning to make a pass back at you.
Is it within 80 yards? Can I pass very far on it?
No, not right now.
Could I wait to cast it when it gets close?
No, you can hope that when you cast it, it's closer. It'll depend on when you
Do I
move and
waste
when
it?
it moves.
Do I waste it if I can't
Maybe.
reach? All right, I'm
No,
just gonna shoot.
I'll tell you that yes, if it's out of range and that's what you're doing, you will waste it because you attempt to do it, but it's out of range.
So
All right, now I will just try and shoot it again. I
What's the
guess.
range of magic missiles?
Pretty darn long.
So it's probably not out of range of that. Got it.
We calculated it last time. It was over 100 yards.
yeah, we're still rolling.
Yep.
Just rolling my initiative.
Lafdul's nice and slow today.
Anyone else need to roll initiative?
No.
Mm-mm.
Okay. All right, Leva, you're casting magic missiles.
Mm-hmm. How many?
That is going to be 5
Wow.
Magic resist still per missile, or is it for the entire spell?
for the entire thing.
Oh,
Boo! 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 Wow.
Jesus!
Magic missiles at higher levels are fucking devastating.
Hey, watch your
Sorry.
language.
My bad.
So,
Very
your
devastating.
missiles streak out of your fingertips and impact into clearly impact into the creature. It does kind of stutter in flight slightly,
Mm-hmm.
but it keeps coming.
Okay.
Ockar?
Did hit it.
I fire a bolt.
All right. Quickly reload and take aim again. What's your THAC-O?
Echo. 14.
That, you see it sail. It doesn't seem to quite get to the height you need to hit it. Lafdul?
Okay.
Oh, not my hit.
THAC-O?
13.
Okay. That is going to be a hit.
Regular arrows, flight. 60, if that matters.
So you definitely see the arrow impact or intercept its line of flight, although how much harm you did, you're not sure.
Was it even phased by it?
You're not really sure, but it definitely appears to be coming down lower. Braxon. Your turn.
So Braxon tries to drop his wheel-up pistol as gently as possible while pulling out the bow.
It's empty.
Sorry? Yeah, the bow's not
empty.
Though.
No, he doesn't want to damage.
No, he's dropping it carefully and then taking his bow out.
Are they that fragile?
No, they're not.
I thought they were like a metal...
Oh, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But Braxton's taking the magical bow he's got. He doesn't know how it works yet. And how far can Braxton move and not lose his second attack?
Not at all.
Not at all.
Not at all. Okay, well let's stay still then.
In order to do what Yeldan does, it's efficient.
That's fine. It's just people were saying spread out.
Yeah, I was.
So I'm just ascertaining that Braxton can't spread out without losing attack. So
I mean, you could make just one attack.
Yeah, you could make one attack.
No, he wants to make 2 attacks.
Kill it with fire.
Ooh.
All right.
Might hit with that.
That might be a hit.
Your arrow definitely intercepts it.
So yeah, right. So I get D6.
Yeah, you don't know it's magical. Plus,
you're not.
Yeah,
you're using right. You're using a short bow. You're not using magic arrows, correct?
No.
All right. Yeah. So it's
that magical bow, the halfling bow, but that might be more likely to strike. But Braxton doesn't know the details because he doesn't use it enough. Oh, that might be useful.
But if it's a short bow +1, then you might be doing 1d6 +1. That's what he wants to know.
All right, Yeldan.
Bam.
You sure you're using a bow? Sounds like a gun.
Unfortunately, you do miss. And the creature is coming low, and it's definitely reptilian in appearance now. You're seeing it come a lot closer. And it lets out a great roar, and I'm going to need everyone to...
Can I attempt to tumble?
Well, hold on. Let me tell you what you're going to do. I need to...
to die.
No, but it's one of those things that I do need to mention it ahead.
Yeah, you need to mention at the beginning of the turn.
All right.
Beginning of the round, I'm sorry.
Everyone's to roll up a new character because you've been eaten.
No, it's Dragon Breath. We
did.
Yeah, What do you think it is then, Mr. Know-It-All?
Some sort of wyvern.
I need everyone to make a saving throw versus petrification. You get a +3 bonus on that.
Oh.
Petrification.
I don't know which way the bonus goes, whether it's a plus
higher's
or a
better.
minus.
Higher's better, so it's a plus.
Oh, right. Okay. Petrification.
Oh, wait, hang on. I got +3 on top of mine whenever it rolls.
Yep.
That's petrification or polymorph, right?
Mm-hmm.
7 + 2 plus another 3. I got 12.
I take
all
it
you need to
Braxton
do
can
is
still
succeed,
move.
so...
Yeah, I do succeed.
I succeed because of that extra +3.
Come on!
No.
So Yeldan and Leva do not succeed, and this sight of this great reptilian beast flying towards you just sends a chill of fear down your spines. You're going to be making all attack and damage rolls with a -2 penalty.
-2? Okay.
Or a fear. Or something. Of that effect.
And Leva, since you were the one that hit it, that cast magic missiles at it, it is swooping down to try and snatch you.
No, our mage. The one person that could probably damage it.
Oh, I could damage it if I could get to it.
Yeah, it's gonna fly off of our wizard.
And yeah, Leva, you are you're just petrified with fear as this thing bears down, and it reaches down with a long, thin claw and just scoops you up in its claw, and is continuing on its flight.
Can I cast a spell?
You're. Let me see. I think you're probably going to be pinned. Hold on a second. Yeah, actually, I need to roll to see if you are. You can't.
It's okay. I didn't memorize it anyway.
No, unfortunately, your arms are pinned.
Okay.
Can anyone near Lever grab her?
No.
Can we attempt?
This is all like happening in split-second periods of time. Lafdul, you do duck to avoid being smacked in the face by her feet, however. Higgimus, your
Does
turn.
it go into the air with her, or is it?
Is it still?
Yeah, no, it's continuing
Made
its
it
flight.
round.
Okay, so is it still up in the air?
Yeah.
Or...
So we can't switch the melee weapons and attack it.
No,
Damn it.
not unless you were priming to do it.
All right, I'll shoot.
Don't you dare shoot me.
We'll have to shoot you to save your life.
Ord?
Mm-hmm.
Would Braxon be able to drop his bow and command his magical rope to grab round the dragon's foot?
No, it's moved.
It's way too fast.
Yeah, it's moved well beyond that range.
Okay.
At this point. And Higgimus, you were shooting?
Yeah, it was.
All right. That is a wide miss.
Yeah, I figured as much.
Second arrows?
I missed.
Yep.
Bugger.
If I want to do something else, could I do that other thing faster?
What other thing? Well, Braxon snapped.
I want to alter self to fly, even though I'm not going to be able to catch this thing. But if it drops level, I might be able to catch her.
That would be your action next round.
All right, but would I essentially just shoot instead then if I can't?
I mean, you can shoot right now, and then next round you can alter self.
Fackle 13.
That is still a miss.
Oh, it's got an AC of 0.
It might be higher than that.
Oh, I hit on the 14, so.
The thing is swinging around, although it is climbing higher.
Oh boy!
All ranged attacks will be made at either medium or long range, depending on your weapon. So everyone can go ahead and do initiative. Your arms are pinned, Leva, so you would not be able to do anything that requires your arms.
Well, I can open my mouth and scream.
You can definitely open your mouth and scream. Now, Leva, you are pretty close now, so you can see that it has very, very shiny metallic scales.
So
can I try to sort of hold on to it, that if it lets me go, that I don't just fall?
No.
Can Braxon make his rope into a lasso?
Yeah, I mean, you can if I mean.
What initiative modifier is that?
I mean, you just command your rope to form into a loop.
Yeah.
So we have
what
to
initiative modifier to make an attack on the dragon to try and grab its other leg as it flies past?
It's going higher.
Well, so the problem is that it's out of the range of the rope right now.
Okay, fair enough.
And you would basically have to. You could do it with +3. If you want to try to wait a little bit, you can add another +1 onto that. But you would basically have to be going at about the same time as it, like within a couple to even have a chance. Otherwise, it's not even close.
Right.
Question?
Yep.
Oops, sorry. If a spell has only component V, verbal, do I still need my arms for it?
Nope.
No, you don't. You just can't use anything with S or M.
Okay.
Well, depends on what the M is.
So I have two things I need. I want to quickly look up.
So when you say I can add another +1, would that be like a 1 error margin?
No, it means that you're waiting. You're trying to delay your action a little bit. So you're slowing down your initiative by 1. So in other words, you do your normal roll and then add 1, and that's the situation.
So, but you said 3 for the rope and then another 1 for delaying.
Yeah, so it's a total of 4.
Okay.
So what are you doing, Leva?
I'm doing a lesser gaze. Just trying it.
Okay.
What was that? That was an 11.
You actually memorize that?
Yes.
That level 4 is it illusion?
No, that's a real one.
Yeah,
Right?
I don't know what school it's on there.
I need to actually look this up. Hold on.
Yeah, that's because I want to look this up. I'm curious.
I know what she's gonna try to do.
Why did you memorize Lesser Gias?
Why not?
Why not?
Why not?
Because I didn't think we'd ever encounter any actual people out here.
You don't know what I had in mind with people like Lafdul or others that made me angry.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
Okay, true. That's probably the best use of Lesser Geese.
Laughter's
That's,
done nothing malicious towards you.
That's a stupidly fast initiative roll that probably is going to do me no use.
All right, everyone has rolled.
Yeah.
All right, Braxon, you loop your rope around and hope that you can loop it, but yeah, it's you're ready way too early. All right, Leva, you're gonna cast Lesser Gias on it, correct? Leva?
She muted.
Sorry, it would help if I turn myself on.
Yep. So you're trying to cast Lesser Gias on it?
Yes.
All right,
I'm
what are you
still
going to
trying
try
figure out
to
the right way?
instruct it to do?
I want to
Put me down on
instruct
the
it.
ground gently.
Please,
Let her do it.
Sorry.
please put me down on the ground carefully in front of the group where you took me off, and then you stay there on the ground calmly and quietly.
While my friends kill you.
Yes.
She's not including that part.
Okay, I'm going to send you a message, Leva. And remember, you are substantially far away from all of your friends. There is no way for you to actually communicate with them.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if I'll chose Leva on purpose.
No,
Because she was the last.
she was the one that hit him with a magic missile.
Yep.
He didn't,
Right.
unless he looked, he didn't know that I had memorized that spell.
All right, Ockar, your turn.
Okay, I'm going to fire. I'm going to shoot a crossbow bolt.
Okay, what is the range on that? Medium and long?
Medium is 12, long is 18.
Okay, you are at long range right now.
What's long range? -4. Or...
-5.
Yeah.
So I have to get a 19 or better.
Probably.
Maybe. Depends on what. Well, it doesn't matter because that's not happening with that roll.
Uh-huh.
Lafdul, what's the? Are you your altering self?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Attempting to fly.
you sprout wings and fly up into the air.
Basically underneath.
guessing if she were to suddenly drop out the air, I'm going to try and catch her.
Okay.
Unbeknownst to me that she might have cast a geas on it.
So your movement speed with that is a third of the normal creatures, right?
Yeah, it's horrendous.
Your movement speed is 6. You fly as fast as Higgimus walks.
Yeah, I know. I'm just going underneath it. I'm not trying to fly up per se.
Right. So underneath it, except it moves way faster than you. Just so
I
you
know.
All right.
It's not much I can do about it, but I'm trying.
All right, Yeldan.
Well, see if I can hit it. Nope.
All right. The creature seems to be trying to keep away. It has not dropped Leva, as far as you can tell.
Uh-huh.
Higgimus, your turn.
Is it acting aggressive still, or no?
It's holding one of your friends,
All right. Well,
and you can't exactly tell what it's doing to her.
Okay.
One has to assume that's hostile intent. Let's say if someone ran off with your gun, that would be hostile to you, wouldn't it?
Not true.
Oh.
Oh, that's gonna be a
Gun
misfire.
backfire.
Okay, I got to roll 2d6.
Hey, we haven't had one of these in a while.
So that's a 7. Fouled barrel, 30 minutes clean before use.
Dang it. We haven't had an actual gun blow up. No, wait, we did have a gun blow up in your face once, right?
Yeah, you got
It wasn't Higgimus's gun, though. It was another person.
Oh.
It was an NPC who had that happen to them.
Braxon.
I believe it was one of the 2 Giff in the Gaver adventure.
Braxon yells to Higgimus, "Use mine, it's on the floor."
He's got
I have one more.
Besides, he'd have to
I have a
reload it.
bunch of guns.
You'd have to reload them as well, so...
Alright, Yeldan, you get your second arrow. What are the ranges, medium and long? Oh, never mind, doesn't matter. That's a miss.
140 and 210 for medium and long. Because longbow has really long ranges.
Yep.
You got the proficiency to go to extra long now.
Initiative time?
I've shot 4 times.
Yeah,
So the dragon hasn't turned round since the last round.
It's making a long circle, but it does seem to be moving higher in the air.
Oh, it's going higher?
Or at least staying high as opposed to coming down. Now, for all you know, that could be setting up a dive to smash into you or something.
Yep.
And items +3, isn't it? Yeah.
Yep.
I guess Braxton's going to string his bow, which would be a 99.
Yeah, if that's your action, you're stringing the bow.
Yeah.
Okay, anyone still need to roll? Okay. Alright, Yeldan.
Did I not show up? I'm supposed to be 6. Sorry.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, I didn't show up. I got 3 + 3. It doesn't matter, I can go after.
That's probably a miss, because I have +2 due to terror and +2 due to range, I think, for medium range.
It's at long range now.
Oh, for me it's at long range? Okay, that's definitely...
Yeah. Alright, so what are you doing, Lafdul?
I am taking a gulp with my potion of invisibility.
Okay.
While trying to fly at it. Basically, I want it to lose sight of me, so at least it's not trying to avoid me.
Alright. Leva, if you're doing what I think you're doing, send me a whisper.
I am. Okay, just a second.
So we can keep the rest of the party unaware.
She's going to saw off the leg that's holding her.
That's like the stupidest
And go,
idea.
hey, great, I'm free. Oh, wait.
Sadly,
Lafdul's going to be the invisible guardian angel that's going to fail to catch her. Well, it's alright. They never see me fail, so it's not so embarrassing.
If it's lengthy leva, that might be considered a little bit too long for what you want to have happen. Meanwhile, I can double check something. Oh, there we go. All right. Yeah, that's a bit lengthy. I need you to cut that down.
It isn't.
That's pretty lengthy.
It's more than a couple of sentences.
That's pretty
I'm sure
lengthy.
it is.
No, it's one single sentence. Nobody said how long it is.
That's pretty lengthy.
So what am I allowed to use?
Wouldn't it make sense for you to go on another channel, Perna?
I mean, I suppose we could. We could hop into...
that way.
Do you want us to all mute ourselves for 10 seconds?
No. Leva, let's hop over to the Discord, the lounge.
Oh.
Is that okay?
Yes?
All
okay.
Right.
Just a sec.
That way viewers will know what's... Okay, you're here?
Oh, yeah. Push the button first, too. Okay, yes, I was thinking, I mean, the short one is we met... everything we met so far has been aggressive to us, so we assumed that it is aggressive too.
Okay, it responds to you, one shouldn't make assumptions about unknown things. Do you apologize? It says.
I apologize profoundly if it turns out that you are at least neutral towards us, if not friendly. That you don't go off and immediately, as you set me down, you start attacking my friends.
What guarantee will I have that your friends won't attack me if I put you down?
I suggest you put me down at a slight distance away from them and take off to the air, and I go to them and tell them that you are friendly and that they have seen that you put me down and they should stop attacking.
It ponders it for a moment, and then you think you see its head nod and says, "All right," and starts diving down towards the ground. We can move back into the other channel now.
Okay.
He'd enjoy it for the moment.
Oh, they're back.
Oh.
We're just
Hold
plotting Behemoth's demise.
No.
Okay. All right. So, you guys see it start diving down towards the ground. It's a good distance away. It would still be long range for Yeldan's longbow, but it's kind of at the farthest extent, at least as far as you can tell where its eventual destination is. Or will be, shall we say. But Ockar and Higgimus, you still have your turns to go, so it's up to you what you want to do.
Well, I was planning to shoot at it, but it's out of my range, right?
What's the maximum range on your crossbow?
I think it was 18.
Yeah. Not by much, though.
Well, then in that case, I'm going to start moving in its direction to try to catch up.
Okay.
And try chasing it.
How far away exactly did you say it was?
I didn't say exactly how far away it was.
Oh, okay.
I said it was barely at the longest range of Yeldan's longbow, which is 210.
Oh. I'll pick up my guns then and say, all right, we gotta get our stuff moving and follow it.
Well, what were you planning to do with your...
I was going to shoot, but...
It's too far.
What's the
It's
long
too
range
far.
on your gun?
15, 30, 40.
Yeah, I mean, you have really long range, although I think your range modifiers are doubled.
Okay.
Remember, it's -10 or something.
Yeah.
You hit on the 20.
Did you move away from your microphone?
Who?
You.
Me?
Yeah.
Maybe a little.
Okay.
How's it now?
You sound
Better.
like quiet and echoey.
Oh.
My attack goes
Shut-
14.
That is a miss. Alright, and Braxon gets his bow restrung.
People were talking about moving. I didn't see the direction the dragon went in.
That's a...
We just
Basically,
assumed
it's... I mean, it's off the map, so...
Yeah. Are we
but-
talking to the right?
No, it's basically... Whoops, that's not the right thing. It's basically off this direction now.
Ah, right. Okay.
Lafdul's somewhere
it's-
out there.
Braxton's going to need to pick up his rope and his gun. He's not going to be able to do that in one round, is he?
You could scoop up the
picking up items.
rope, but not the, because you can just command the rope basically into your hand.
Oh, can he when he's not touching it?
Oh, right, no, yeah, actually, that's a good point.
Because he'd have had to have dropped it to restring the bow.
No, but I mean, it's like, it's just a rope. You can scoop that up as you're going, and then command it to coil up or something like that.
You just grab both in each hand.
But-
as long as you're not holding someone.
So
Alright.
the thing is, like, it depends on what else you're doing. You were restringing your bow.
Yeah.
I will let you just grab the rope and command it to coil. But if you're also talking about picking up the gun and putting it away, then that would be the round.
No, then Braxton will have to come back for that.
Could I... Obviously, I'm going to spend my entire turn just flying at it, basically.
Okay. And Yeldan, you fired your second arrow?
Yeah, it was a miss. The 4 counts. I went to hit the initiative button and I hit the freaking wrong button.
Okay.
So I'd done there twice.
What's the initiative for just moving?
Just 3.
Yeah, so we're a long way out of Braxton's range, are we?
Yes. You're
He's got...
I rolled that wrong. It's 10.
Okay,
So then 3 for moving maximum speed.
Would I be able to make it to the wherever the monster is this turn?
No.
definitely not.
No.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna spend the turn chasing after it. So what do I roll?
Just
Plus
3.
3.
Okay.
Yeldan will move half its movement and shoot arrows.
Yeah, I'm gonna chase after it and draw my sword because I plan to try to engage in melee combat if I ever get the chance.
Okay. Anyone still need to roll?
Yeah, I do, but I sent you a question.
Oh, sorry. I didn't see it.
That's weird. I rolled, but it didn't change it on the tracker.
Because you didn't have your
Click your
token
token.
selected.
No, but it hasn't given me an error message. Oh, right,
Because
okay.
you just rolled the dice. You have to either use the initiative or use one of
Yeah.
the things in the thing.
Yeah, okay.
So even if you're
Right.
clicking on the token, it doesn't matter. Levy, your arms are still pinned.
So it's flying away from us, right?
It's
going-
diving
it went to
down.
land.
It's going to the ground.
Going to the ground?
Yeah.
Alright, I guess I'll have to hold my action. Or... I guess I'll put my sword.
I mean, you can move too.
Yeah, I'll move too. Yeah.
Okay.
But I'll use the initiative for my sword, so I'll use...
Okay. Because you're gonna draw the sword. In other words.
Yeah.
Use the buff.
Okay.
Get that
And
temporary.
He already did. He already used that. All right, Braxon. You are just moving. You
Braxton's going to say to his boots, "Boots, make me go as fast as possible."
Oh.
You move at your
you
as
just move
fast
at
as your
12.
normal movement speed is. But you do scoop up your rope and command it to coil around you.
Yep. Movement speed. Where's that?
Lafdul.
I said I was chasing after it, but
Yeah.
how far up in the sky would you say I am? Because I wouldn't know if it'd be faster for me to just hit the ground and just run on the ground, so to speak.
What's your movement speed on the ground?
12.
It would be
I'm
faster to
unencumbered.
move on the ground.
Yeah, then I'll try to go towards the ground and run towards
Okay.
it while invisible.
All right, Ockar. You're
I
just
don't know
moving
where I
towards
am.
it?
I'm just gonna.
Yeah, you
I'm
don't
out there
move
somewhere.
the tokens for now, just because the distances are way more than this map can even do.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
I'm chasing the monster.
Okay. And Leva.
Mm.
So convenient when you can't use your arms.
I wait. I
Okay.
guess I wait.
All right.
Shame you're not Lafdul, who can just change self or outer self out of its grasp.
Higgimus? Just hoofing it.
Yeah, which way do I need to go?
Just stay where you are for now. I mean, I'll
It's in
position
Lafdul's
things
direction,
if and when it matters.
Okay.
Yeldan.
I'm moving half my movement and taking a shot.
Okay. All right, that's going to be medium range.
So that's a +4 total to it. I don't actually. Am I still terrified?
Yes.
So +4 total. So that go 50.
That is a miss.
Oh wow. Okay.
Okay, I see that message, Leva. But it's a little late. You guys do see it pull up and then land on the ground. Its back is towards you. And let me send a message to Leva.
What does Lesser Gears do?
It's like a long version of dictate or command. Long duration. But if you don't do it, then you get weaker.
Okay, any second attacks?
Miss. That's 10 arrows now.
All right.
No, 8. My bad. I'm not. I was.
Initiative time.
I think we might be ending the episode on a lever hanger.
Oh,
Can I?
Hang
will
Levi,
I-
yes.
will I be able to make it over to do a melee attack or not?
No, but you would be able to move half your movement and make a single ranged attack.
Oh, is Braxon going to be able to run into bow range?
Yes.
I'm just gonna keep running after it.
But it's
Yeah,
half your movement distance and then your attack.
Lafdul's sprinting. Like, full on out.
Yeah, I'm
fast as
pretty
he
much
can go.
sprinting as well.
Okay.
Oh hey! Leva obviously got out.
Leva, no. Ignore that. That didn't happen.
Okay.
It has to be on your initiative turn.
But it was. It's the announcement of what I'm going to do.
What?
Yeah, but
What?
it doesn't actually happen until your turn.
Okay. I'm
Lafdul stop and wave back. It's like, yeah.
No, wait. Psst, forget I wrote anything. It's going to be revived in a few minutes.
Sure.
I'm still killing this thing.
All right, Ockar, you're trying to move into melee.
Yeah.
Okay. Lafdul.
I am sprinting towards it.
Okay.
24. I assume if it's sprinting.
Now it's your turn, Leva.
I scream, stop! Stop, stop, stop! Do not attack! Do not attack! Don't attack! Stop attacking! Can they hear me?
Why?
All of
Higgimus,
them?
your turn.
All right, she says stop attacking. I will still move towards where she's at, but I won't have my weapon in an aggressive state, I guess.
Okay. Let me just double check something.
Does Lafdul attempt to backstab it with a poison dagger?
You're not an evil person.
All right, Yeldan.
Was I close enough to hear that?
Yes.
Okay, then I'll put my bow away and just move my movement.
All right, Braxon.
Braxon's just pulling an arrow out of his I forgot the name of him. Well,
Quiver?
whatever. He's pulling an arrow out. He's about to put it in his pulling an arrow out of his quiver, and he's about to put it in his bow, and he hears what Lever says, and he carries on running forwards with the bow in one hand and the arrow in the other hand, but not knocking.
Okay. The enormous winged serpentine creature does kind of wait, it looks like, letting Leva run out ahead. It kind of eyes you warily. It's got a fairly small head, smaller than you would expect, with tiny beady eyes. But it is watching you warily. It doesn't do anything other than that.
Does it notice me that I'm invisible walking towards it?
You're
running
not sure.
towards it, runner. Yeah. I'll know when I start
Are
getting
we out of
slightly to the
initiative
side.
yet?
No. It is.
No.
Does anyone have a second ranged attack that they're going to try?
I put away my bow, so...
Okay, so that sounds like a no. All right,
Do
initiative
we
for
end it
everyone.
here?
No,
No?
I'll do initiative. I want to see what you guys are going to do.
Cool.
Oh, I want to hear Leva's reasoning for why we shouldn't attack.
Yep.
I think I'll just have myself ready to attack until she tells me why.
Okay, just roll with your weapon then.
Yeah.
Anyone else still need to roll?
Mm-hmm. If it ever comes through, did it come through?
Yeah, I see the 3.
There you go.
Alrighty, let's go ahead and sort that. Pretty nice. All right,
How
Leva.
convenient.
Mm-hmm. Is everybody around? Or are they still running?
They're still running towards you.
But can they hear me?
Yeah, if you shout.
Yeah, so I shout that it is friendly or neutral at least, but it's not aggressive. So stop attacking.
It picked you up and tried to carry you away. How is that not aggressive?
It put me down again without hurting me. When we talked,
So
it has a mouth and it can talk.
Ockar, that's what you're shouting back to her as you're running up?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeldan?
I'm just catching up
All right.
because I'm behind everyone.
Lafdul?
He's still running up towards it, and he's going slightly to the side to see if it can see me.
Okay. Higgimus?
I'll say to everybody, all right, everybody, then stand down. And I'll continue to move up.
You put your sword away?
Yeah, I'll put my sword up.
All right. Braxon?
Braxon's not going to take his first attack, but he's going to carry on moving in. And if if anything hostile happens, he'll take his second attack. Otherwise, he'll drop it.
You don't get a second attack if you...
What's Sten doing?
I just moved him off the because I'm gonna
He's doing
move you
nothing.
guys.
He's falling back at the gap.
He did not follow.
Okay.
So I'm just moving you guys so that you're kind of generally where the positions would be. Give me a second.
Are we within talking range with Lever yet?
Yeah. So you guys are all within talking range. You should all be able to, if you wanted to, engage in melee if you chose to do so on the next round. But that depends on what people want to do.
Braxon says to Lever, does that creature talk any languages we speak?
Oh, she speaks Draconic, doesn't she?
I don't know.
I'll say to the creature, I apologize. We thought you were a hostile creature in this place.
It kind of turns its eyes on you, Higgimus, and says, "I didn't attack. You attacked me."
Is that in common?
Did I say he attacked us? I said, sorry, we thought you were a hostile creature in this place, right?
Yeah, no, but
okay.
You guys did attack it.
And I'll apologize.
Yeah, no,
I apologized already as well.
Did he say that in common?
You're not sure exactly what language he spoke in, but you could understand it.
Braxon lowers his bow completely and says, drops to one knee and says, my apologies for shooting at you. My name's Braxon Miek. Could I have your name, please?
Kind of turns its head to the side slightly, unsure of what the action you're taking indicates, and then it says, "I am Solander Allen. I was just curious what creatures from the Ribbon were doing out here. They don't come out here often, and then you started hitting me with things. It was not pleasant, not very nice."
We had a nasty encounter once with a dragon. Kind of left us in another world, so that kind of left us a bit jumpy when it comes to big flying creatures.
Well, she only stole our treasure.
Not that dragon, the green dragon, the one that you threw an explosive at.
The green dragon. Yeah.
Anyway, I'll kind of not raise my voice, but perk up a little bit, and I'll say, anyways, outside the Ribbon, we've contact with a whole bunch of extra hostile creatures, and once again, we apologize. We thought you might be one. We couldn't see quite what you were beforehand.
Well, you could have tried signaling rather than just shooting me with things.
Well, usually things, even if we signal them, they just start using breath weapons or shooting spikes at us. We're just being careful.
That's true. I could have tried signaling.
It's a lesson learned, and we'll take it to heart. We are on, as is your question earlier, we are on a journey to go see if we can find it's Raylag or
Rhaegar.
We're looking for
Rhaegar. We're looking for the Rhaegar. What would you call it? Shrine, temple, complex on this side of the
puzzly complex.
I believe. And what's the next landmark we're looking for, Old, on the map?
A spit of land or a peninsula with a mountainous or hilly ridge leading into the metal lake.
Okay. I'll mention that's what we're on our way. The next landmark that we're trying to get to.
Seems to pause for a moment and think, and says, I'm aware of that place. I think the elders said that there was some creatures from the ribbon who visited there some time back, but I haven't been there myself. But I can understand why things would come after you out here. You are soft and fleshy. You do not have hard shells like most of them. Should be much easier for them to eat.
Understandable.
Well, we do have armor, but we're not wearing it because it's way too hot.
Really? It's kind of cold.
Yeah.
It would cook us alive.
Folks like us are designed for lower temperatures than this.
Apparently so.
That's why
Very
most of the people stay on the ribbon.
Yeah. A few days ago, we were on the complete other side of the planet looking for another complex, like the one we're looking for here.
Braxon, when you mention that, you see its eyes kind of go wide a little bit and says, "Oh. I always wondered why they would want to live out in such an inhospitable place." Huh.
Well, if you're curious about where we're headed, you're more than welcome to come with us.
I don't think I'd fit into that wooden wheeled thing that you drag with you.
It's a wagon.
Whatever.
We have someone else who is accompanying us, pointing towards...
That walking statue thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's from the cold side.
It's been following us ever since we were on the very cold side of the planet.
Huh. Well, I was just curious what you were doing out here, and now that I know, and now that you promised not to hit me with things anymore, correct?
No.
There's a little menace in that last bit.
Only if you try to hit us first.
We won't attack you.
Are there any other creatures similar to you in this area? Or is this your territory?
Territory. No, we go where we please. There's a let's see. I think I know of 2 others nearby if you wanted to meet them, but I don't know that they'd have much interest in speaking to you.
Oh no, I just meant that if we know it's you, of course we won't attack. But if there's someone else that might want to eat us...
Well, I mean, you could always wait until they try to eat you so you make sure.
That's true.
Would they
now you've said you understand signaling, I can try signaling.
Is there any other flying creatures about?
Well, other than your one friend there who flew, not sure exactly where he went to, but no, there are not too many.
Okay. So if there's something flying about, it's probably one of you.
Most likely.
Or those like you. Okay. Duly noted. We'll do our best.
Well, since I know what you're out here for, you've sated my curiosity. I'm gonna leave you. It's a little chilly out here.
How far... Oh god. How far away is that peninsula on the map anyway, I ask him before he leaves?
Well,
I could fly there in probably about 2,000 wing beats.
And how far do you estimate that would be for us on our feet?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Couple of things, Celadaren.
Could we somehow convince you to help us get to that island?
I don't think being any closer to the sun would... Well, flying there could be cool, but we would probably roast if we were flying up that high with him. since we'd be a lot closer to the sun.
I don't think those few meters above or not above the ground would make that much difference.
I definitely couldn't carry
Anyway,
all of
it
you.
hasn't. No, but it could fly twice, 3 times.
I don't know. That doesn't sound like fun.
What do you enjoy? We could tell you stories.
That could be interesting, but I don't know. It's awfully cold out here.
Okay. Couple of things before you go.
Mm-hmm.
One, we had some things try to eat us recently, and we killed them. I don't know that they're the sort of things that you eat, but back along this way, Braxon points the way they've come. If you eat the lizard creatures, that Braxon puts his arms out. They're about this big. They might be useful for you. I don't know what you eat though, so they might not be of interest to you. Yeah. The second thing is, my companions are making a journal of our voyage. Would you mind if they made a brief sketch of your magnificent appearance?
I mean, they're welcome to, but I'm not going to stand around. Kind of been standing around talking with you all quite a long time already, if you don't mind.
Well, it's been nice meeting you.
How much warmer does it still get? You'd say it's cold here.
Mm-hmm.
How much warmer does it get the closer we get to the pole?
Oh, out that way. It feels quite a bit better out that way. It's really quite cold out this way.
Oh, okay.
Oh, what would you call yourself? I'm a Giff. What type of creature would you call yourself? I'm a Giff, and I'll point to Braxon. He's a human, and I'll point to Leva. She's an elf. What would you call yourself?
He points to himself and says, Salandorlin.
Great. Thank you.
Okay.
What do you call the others of your kind?
Oh, whatever their name is.
Ah, okay.
Well, have fun.
Thank you very much.
Well, thank you for apologizing for hurting me. Please don't do it again. And with that, great big wing beats, he launches himself into the air and flies off again. You definitely got the impression that this was this one may be an immature member of the species.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
go back to the wagon, and if we feel like it, move on.
It takes a little while to get the get your poor camel moving again. It's kind of still petrified with fright.
Those poor animals.
Anyway, what color? What it was? Dragon light. Did it give a name for the species or no?
No, it did not.
Okay.
Give it its own name.
It had it had very shiny metallic scales. If you want to give me a proficiency check that you think might be related, that might be able to tell something about its whether it reminds you of anything.
What about a intelligence check to see if it's similar?
Proficiency
to
check, I said.
Count?
If you have if you feel you have a relevant proficiency, you can make a proficiency check.
Don't think I do.
Ockar. She worked with metal.
Yeldan was the one that was asking.
Okay.
Oh, Lafdul.
Checking
Lafdul, I will let
weapon.
you make an intelligence check since you sent me that whisper.
Mm-hmm.
Leather working.
I don't think there's anything in Norse mythology that's like this.
All right, Lafdul, the scales reminded you of your armor.
My armor.
Your mail.
That's like a mithril kind of color, silver. So it was a silvery dragon.
It was very shiny.
Is it? All right.
I gave you the information. All right, well,
Okay.
let's go ahead and do
Well,
experience. I will let you guys discuss it amongst yourselves and decide
So dragon like
what you want to do with that information. Alrighty, let's see. That is going to be... by the way, Leva, keep in mind that Lesser Geas works on creatures of 7 hit dice or less, so...
It obviously didn't work.
may have been a few hit dice more.
Just a few.
Just a few.
Details.
Just a few.
Hey, without trying, you can't
Succeed.
That is true. That is true.
And it didn't actually announce how many hit dice it had.
I know, how rude of it, huh?
Yes. And don't forget, Leva was totally stressed being in its claws.
Okay, so experience is going to be, let's see, that's going to be...
So you would say the scales was silvery in color?
You can describe it based on what I gave you.
Shiny. Scale.
Alright, Braxon, Yeldan, and Ockar. 1,090 experience points.
Ooh,
Thanks.
Lafdul, 1,050 experience points.
See, if I wasn't being so sneaky and trying to ascertain what it was doing, I would have offered it up my comic, my little book. That'd be an interesting read for it. You know, as bargain. It wants something fun. Wow.
Yeah,
It
assuming
was
it
too
can
cold. It wouldn't have stayed. It was too cold.
I can use magic to make it more comfortable.
Higgimus, 1,290. And Leva, 2,000.
Wow. Where did that come from?
Talking to the creature.
You talked a dragon down from eating your faces.
That's nice. Yes.
Oh, it was a dragon.
Oh yeah, I mean, once you were close enough, that was a dragon. That was definitely a dragon.
Oh, it was a metallic dragon.
It was definitely a dragon. And it may have been able to murder you all with its breath weapon if it had used it. You notice that it didn't use, it didn't attack you. And it didn't actually do anything to you that harmed you until it started getting hit. So you may have been a little bit lucky there. Anyway, I'm assuming that no one is going up any levels with that.
No.
No.
That's still a long ways off of that.
Yep, I figured. All right, well, I want to thank you guys for playing, and we will return next week with probably the conclusion of the journey to your destination. So, thank you guys for playing. Thanks everyone out there for watching. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Thanks for the game.
Thanks for having us.